Alright, what's up everybody? How about that intro, huh? Holy crap. Is that the Digital Dungeon Master channel? Holy crap, I can't believe how awesome the new intro is, and thank you to Joshua for putting that together. Totally appreciate it. And if you're wondering, Zovia, or Vey, as you guys know her, she has done all the art for me. So thank you too. That's awesome. I totally appreciate it, and I love the new look of the Digital Dungeon Master. I love it, and I actually waited 4 years to get digitaldungeonmaster.com. That's what I originally wanted, but unfortunately it just wasn't available. And I didn't think it was ever going to be available, like I said, but it did. So I snatched it up. So, guys, this is this week's video for week number 40, October 3rd through October the 9th. And sorry that there was no video last week. I wanted to put one out, but I was just so damn busy with work and doing everything else, guys. I mean, it was just a super crazy week. So I've got a lot going on this week we're going to talk about, and we're going to dive right in. So, like I said, thank you so much, Josh, for doing that intro. I love it. It looks so good, and hopefully we can do some more stuff in the future. So, all right. First thing I want to talk about is FGCon. If you guys don't know what FGCon is, it is I would say it probably happens about 4 or 5 times. It is a community based con for Fantasy Grounds, and it is a wonderful thing. You guys can check it out at www.fg-con.com, and I'll have the link down below in the comments section. Go there. Most of the people that are hosting games already are Ultimate users, so go ahead and sign up. Also, Doug from Fantasy Grounds, he always lets everybody, as long as you have a standard license and you want to host a game, you will automatically have your standard license for the weekend upgraded to Ultimate, so players can join for your FGCon games. Now, Fantasy Games Con, or FGCon, is going to be October 14th, 15th, and 16th. And yours truly, I am throwing a game October 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to be doing a, wait for it, Storm King's Thunder one-shot adventure. So check it out, look for it. It's listed under Digital Dungeon Master. I think I'm going to have 6 spots. I think there's 2 or 3 spots already claimed. So I'm sure within the next couple of hours of releasing this video, all the other spots will be filled up. So go ahead and get into that game if you want to. Now, guys, let's talk about likes and dislikes. If you guys like the video, and if you continue to watch these videos, whether it be the weekly video or lately kind of like the week and a half or 2-week video, like it, guys. Please like the videos. It helps rate the channel, and it helps boost up the ratings of the channel, and it helps get it out there in front of more eyes. So please, guys, like the video. And if you do not like the video, please dislike it. But if you dislike it, tell me why in the comment section, why you're disliking it. I would love to hear, because I want to better the content of this channel. So I can't do it if there are people disliking this. I can't read minds, guys. Please let me know. I really want to hear your feedback. I can handle feedback, believe me. All right, so like the video, guys. Please like the video, and if you don't like it, tell me why. All right. So a lot has gone on since the last video. I mean, a lot has gone on. You guys have seen everything basically transition from tabletop into the Digital Dungeon Master. And thanks again, Vey, doing the art, and thank you so much, Josh, for doing the intros. All of the social media stuff is like 100% changed over. The Twitch channels, almost 100% switched over. I need to do a schedule, but other than that, everything's done from social media, Twitch, like I said, Twitter, Facebook, the website. Oh man, guys, the website is amazing. I actually exceeded my expectations tremendously. I didn't think that the website was going to turn out as good as it did. So, I mean, I'm so happy the way it turned out. I'm so glad that I took my time. I'm glad that I set it up the way that I did, although there are going to be a few more adjustments. But, you know, uh, like I said, I'll have the new animated intro and the banner. So there's going to be a lot more, not a lot more, but the website will be done tomorrow. I added a player section, so you're going to be able to check out all of my players. You're going to be able to see their character profiles, their sheets, and all that other good stuff. There's a player section on the website. There's a dungeon master section on the website. You can watch any video that I've ever done, more than 3,000 videos. There's going to be a new gold system, which is the old EXP system that I use in the Twitch channel. I do have someone that's going to be able to do most of what I wanted to do. So that section's there. It's not, that is going to be the last section, but the base page is up, and there's a little bit of information there explaining what's going to be going on and whatnot. So in time, probably over the next couple of months, when the bot's done, that will be the last thing to fully be, taken care of and updated. There is a patron page. I know I've been pushing this patron a lot lately, guys, but hey, when I backed down to 1 and 2 games a week, the community was in an outrage. They're like, Dave, why are you not doing any more tutorials? Why are you not doing any more videos? Why are you not doing but only 1 game a week? Simply put, guys, I had to go back to work. You know what I mean? I got to make money. I have to, I basically invested my life savings into this over the last 4 years. And, I would love to be able to do this full time, guys, but financially I have to survive. And it just wasn't doing it. And, and I expected it really not to do that. I mean, it would, that's asking a lot. But a couple of people have brought up Patreon to me. I took a look at it. So I decided to sign up for Patreon, and we got a lot of reward levels. You get just for even being a $1 a month contributor. There's like so many things that you get for $1. You get the XP. There's a Discord server, which is a voice chat server. So we do have a community Discord server for Patreon. But I'm still in the middle of working on that and fine-tuning it. So the server's up, but the proper invites and stuff aren't going out, so I have to get on the phone with Patreon to get everything lined up. So some people aren't having a problem at all with it. Some people are. So just be a little bit patient, guys. It's growing pains. I've tried to do so much at one time and just influx everything into one time. Bam! Everything's was done. So just be patient. The Discord server will be done. All right. You also get like a weekly treasure chest where I talk about either a game or I talk about something in my life. You have access to that. All of the public feeds. So even for $1 contribution a month, you get access to a lot. And then there's like a $5, a $10, $25, $50, $100, and you can there's also a game. If you're looking for a reliable and a dungeon master that wants to put on a game for you, I do have a game available with 6 spots, and check it out. The general consensus of the 6 people will get to choose the game. I have all of the games listed. It'll run 3 out of 4 weeks, yada, yada, yada. And it's good. You can also get into with the $10 level, you can get into the Patron games, which is the every Friday Adventures League game, which, hey, the community has unlocked the every Friday game now. So instead of doing this every other week, now it's every week. I appreciate the community, and I really like Patreon because I like the way that it's organized, not from a visual standpoint, but organizes to what I can do for each level and stuff. Now, as for the website, to tie this in, there is a patron-only page that all of the patrons can go to and check out all of the treasure chest articles, all of the live feed videos, all of the sign-ups for the games are there. All that stuff is there. But if you're not a patron, and there's a disclaimer there and a warning, if you're not a patron, you won't be able to view this stuff. So because it redirects back into Patreon. So, but I did want to put that on there. A lot of people have asked why are you putting this up here? But it's for the patrons, to keep all of the patron content organized for them, because the patron page really doesn't have a lot of organizational tools, so that's why. All right, so like I said, the website's going to be done here probably tomorrow, excluding the gold. That'll be in a couple months. I'm going to have a lot of rewards for that, and even you're going to be able to spend XP to buy your way into an Adventures League game. So that all that stuff is going to be on the XP. On the old XP new gold page. Now, as for the changes coming up tomorrow on the website, like I said, I'm going to finish up putting the banner intro on there, changing a couple of the logos around, adding a couple more pieces of content to the Dungeon Master section, a couple more blank character sheets to the player section, and then also I've got some work to do on the character bios. So my Sunday game's up there with Miss Scarlet, Willie, Tyr, Lord Acid, and Dragonbait, so you'll be able to check out their character sheets and all that good stuff. A lot of people ask it, so now you're going to be able to see all that stuff. All right. Now let's talk about. Boy, there's so much stuff to talk about. My project that I had, my project organization, project organization that I had. It's done. It's fully done, guys. I mean, I literally have nothing else to organize. Everything is done. Every token pack is sorted. Every token pack has got bases on them. All of my assets are now 100% separated. I have, 50,000 assets of floors, trees, all in separate folders now. I can find all this stuff. All of my tokens are all divvied up in such detail as in elf, female elf, male elf, wizard elf, rogue elf, or fighter elf, or cleric elf. It's crazy, and it's so easy, to search for these on Fantasy Grounds. It just makes things so easy with the search function. So all of my organization stuff, organizing the tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of these 5e PDFs that I've bought from the DM's Guild, all the stuff. Everything is organized. All my old PDFs, everything. I bought so many PDFs, and I can't believe that some of these websites kept selling me, especially the Savage Worlds. I bought 3 Savage Worlds rulebooks, the $5, and I can't believe they kept selling them to me. The Pinnacle website kept selling it to me. I don't know why. It should have said, "Hey, dipshit, you already bought it a couple times." But anyways, no problem. It helps support Savage Worlds. So, all right. So I'm also in the process of putting together a new PC for streaming. My PC was built in 2013, and I have a Main Gear X Cube. And the PC has been fantastic, and it has been great for me for the past 4 years. It's an i7, 8 gig of RAM, 970 video card that was just upgraded, and it's time to upgrade because I really need to upgrade. Because the computer, I don't know if it's my processor starting to go out. I don't know if it's my hard drive starting to go out. But a lot of programs that I'm using, like GIMP and Photoshop, these programs take so long to open up, and I'm talking sometimes it will lock my PC up for 5 and 10 minutes at a time. I don't have any viruses on my PC. I've run all these scans with all these different software programs to get all, and because I don't go anywhere anyway on my computer anyway. I use it primarily for Fantasy Grounds and streaming, and if I play Football Manager. So there's really but I know there's something wrong with it because the computer just isn't working the way it used to work. And I've put it through hell streaming, for 4.5 years, almost, every single day. Probably I would say it averages out to probably 4 days a week I was streaming. And, it just has taken its toll, and it's time to upgrade. So I'm in the process, and with the help of Patron. Patron is and especially with the new contract, the resident DM now that I am for Fantasy Grounds, this is allowing me to upgrade, all of my hardware, and I wasn't able to do that before because everything I wasn't even breaking even with my $150 a month internet bill. So, which, you know, is really expensive, and I can't wait till Google comes to Florida. I hope they do anyway. I heard they are in a couple of years, but we'll see. But there's a new PC that I'm going to be building. You know, I'm going to have a lot more RAM because of the streaming and whatnot, and it's going to be a nice machine, and it's going to allow me to have a lot more longevity. Because if my PC goes out right this second, I'm out for weeks until I can have one built and sent to me. So, you know, and, you know, all of your contributions, guys, your Patreon, your donations to PayPal, guys, that has all helped get this new PC. And, you know, it's not done yet. I'm going to have to fund half of it myself, but I just can't wait any longer. I have to get a new PC because I've got hardware that's starting to take a shit in my current PC. All right, so we're going to move on from that. It's going to be great. I may go back to Windows 7 as well, so we'll see. Now, I also need to get new lighting because a lot of times my chroma key, you can see my chroma's kind of screwed up now on all the edges. Well, I bought cheap stuff, and you buy what you get. And I want to buy more studio lighting. I want to have actual real, you know, studio lighting and shit. I don't want these so-called studio lighting that really isn't. So, you know, I want to get nice brackets for the walls. I want to get a couple of tripods for the back. I want to do this right. So, you know, and that's what Patreon and all this stuff is going to do. And it's going to do nothing, guys, but help the quality of the videos. And over time, if Patreon can continue to rise and rise and rise, then I can eventually go part-time at my job, and then I can eventually phase it out altogether, except for one day a week so I can keep my benefits. And then in the long run, hopefully be able to hire a social media person, maybe someone from the community that does, you know, social media. Or I would love to be able to hire a full-time video editor that does nothing but edit videos. Because that, if I can hire, you know, because I'm a one-man operation, and as this has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, there's been more and more and more demanded of me. And the games have kind of suffered, you know, not that they are now because of everything is nice and cool and organized now, but I'm talking back in 2 year ago heyday. I mean, it was just absolutely nuts. So having someone that can edit videos for me and pay them a full-time salary just to do that, you know, that would be amazing, because that would just allow me to create content every day and just shove these videos to this person and say, here, this is what I want edited on it, make it happen. They'll take care of it. All I do is produce content and run games. It'll allow me to run more games too. I spend a massive amount of time editing videos because of the amount of games that I do. So, yeah, Patreon level, guys. Please help support on Patreon. That's all I can say. You guys called for it. You guys wanted it. You know, when I backed everything down, when I went back to work, you guys were like, hey, Dave, you know, where's all this stuff at? Well, hey, guys, I got to keep my lights on. I got to keep gas in the car. I got to pay insurance. Got to keep this roof over my head. So you guys know how it is. You guys are blue collars as well. All right, so I got a straw poll out next, guys. I got a straw poll. And the straw poll, the link is going to be down in the comments section below. And the straw poll is what kind of game, if I can have enough patrons sign up for a game, a 3 to 4, what kind of game would the community like to see? But this isn't anything that's going to guarantee this game being played. So, but whatever the patrons say they want to play, that's what they're playing. You know, because they're the ones paying to play. So, you know, if they want to choose whatever the community says, that's fine. So I'm going to have like D&D 5e on there. I'm going to have Pathfinder Society on there. I'm going to have, and Pathfinder Society, guys, I've been taking a look at some Pathfinder Society stuff, and that stuff is beautiful. I mean, that's like true Pathfinder content. I mean, there's none of these, you know, hand-drawn maps and crap. I mean, this is like official Pathfinder calligraphy. I mean, this is like beautiful stuff. So, straw poll down below. Would you like to see Pathfinder Society, D&D 5e? Would you like to see Dragon Age? Would you like to see Fantasy Age? Would you like to see more Savage Worlds? Would you like to see Numenera? Yeah, I really like Numenera and the Cipher system. So, all right. So that's pretty much what's been going on, guys. A lot, and I mean, guys, a lot has been going on, a ton. And sorry about no video last week, but you don't want to hear about this is going on with the site. But anyways, this stuff is like almost done. I have like one more day of working on it, and I'm getting the video out on Monday. I mean, when is the last time I actually had? Granted, it's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but when's the last time I actually had a Monday video out on Monday? It just doesn't. It just hasn't happened in months because of the transition of everything. So, but all right. So what's going to go? Last week was a great week too. Had a Adventures League game. Had the Fantasy Grounds Adventures League game. We had our third session of Storm King's Thunder. Guys, the role playing of that is awesome. I'm changing it up as well. I've already added content in. Hope if they decide to do the content, they do. If they don't, if you're gonna watch this session's game, you'll notice if you've read Storm King's Thunder, you'll say, I don't remember reading about that. So I'm adding content to the game because Storm King's Thunder is a long adventure, but it's really not a long adventure. So I'm going to extend it out with a bunch of custom content and get background stories and stuff involved because I really want to do that. So coming up on October 19th, guys, October 19th, this is going to be a couple days after FGCon. I'm going to be doing for the patrons a digital Dungeon Master workshop, and this is actually part of one of the reward levels as well. It's going to be a live closed stream. It's going to be on YouTube. All of the patrons will be invited. There is a comment section. There's a post section that you can go and talk about, hey, what do you want to talk about in this digital Dungeon Master workshop? I have a topic chose, but I'll also answer questions. So all the patrons, start putting your questions there. Because if you can't make it to the live broadcast, I'll always still take your question. I'll answer it. And it's going to be put on YouTube to where only the patrons are going to be able to view it. But over time, I'm thinking probably about a month or 2 months down the line, I'll probably make it public access anyways. But like I said, the patrons are going to have 100% full access on this, and they're going to be able to be there live. So, all right. But that's one of the patron reward levels, and that was actually a reward level that was unlocked too. So there's been like 6 levels unlocked already. So we're on I think we're on level 6 or level 7, and then next the monthly broadcast will go to twice a month. So all right. So what's going on this week, guys? Like I said, a lot of stuff working on the website tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to be creating a bunch of content. I've got to create a couple of modules for Adventures League. We've got Thursday, we've got a new workshop coming out. I'm going to experiment and do that live on YouTube. And this is going to be a public workshop for everyone. So I'm going to be doing public ones, and then I'm going to be doing some private ones for the patrons. But the stuff for the patrons, that's primarily going to be all topics that they want to talk about. So, but the public ones is going to be stuff that I'm just going to, just yammer about for about 45 minutes or so. Take your questions. There's a chat. It's pretty cool. YouTube streaming is actually pretty cool. I'm probably going to start doing it a little bit more. So that's what I'm probably going to do all the workshops with. So, all right. So that's going to be going on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So look for that. If you're following the YouTube channel, if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, you will get a notification on when I start streaming. So just like on Twitch. All right, so Friday, we have Adventures League going on. And the great thing about this is I've got a surprise for the group. And this is the patrons. And, they have sign-ups. And, if you become a patron at the $10 level, then you can start getting into these games. And players are going to rotate in and out. They know this. They expect this. So we're going to do, and I'm going to tell you right now, I was thinking about doing the DDEX2 series, which is the Elemental Evil. But, in light of Storm King's Thunder just coming out, the module, I said, you know what? What the hell? I think I'm going to do the Adventures League. The reward that was just unlocked, I think we're going to do Storm King's Thunder. So there you go. You guys heard it here first. We're doing Storm King's Thunder, and it'll be this Friday and every other Friday. And then it will correlate and rotate with next Friday, which was actually last Friday, excuse my burp, the DDEX1 Defiance and Flan series. So one week we'll be doing Flan stuff. The next week we'll be doing Storm King's Thunder stuff, and we're just going to rotate back and forth. Now the Curse of Strahd stuff, that's going to be all impromptu, and that's going to be with my Sunday group. So maybe if we are down a couple players on a Sunday, we'll still play Adventures League, or maybe during the week on like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe we'll do an impromptu game. So yeah. Now also Saturday is up in the air. I'm playing in a game which is done by Wormfood, and I've had actually a lot of fun playing Gamma World. He's created this whole beautiful Gamma World, and it's like post-apocalyptic. And you know, we were streaming that to begin with, but things came up. You know, I am now associated with Fantasy Grounds. I'm now the residential dungeon master, and I don't want to use anything but Fantasy Grounds. So, you know, the game has kind of gone into a hiatus because, you know, it's the right thing to do on my part, and that's how I feel about it. You know, I know that the resident DM over on Roll20 doesn't use Fantasy Grounds, so, you know, same thing in my case. You know, I am a pure Fantasy Grounds guy. You know, so, you know, hopefully Saturday night, you know, we get enough patrons together, we'll start a Saturday game. I may also I'm still going to be playing in the Gamma World game, but it's going to be offline. And you know, it has Check for Traps in it. It has anime in it, Wormfood and Misty. So it's been a really good game. I know we've had some people miss lately, but Saturday, hopefully we'll be able to put another game together Saturday night. And then on Sunday we've got at 2 p.m. The time has changed, guys, because of my work schedule. You know, working during the week, doing all of this stuff. You know, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning with an hour drive to work. It's pretty tough, but it's doable, guys. You know, I've been doing it for weeks already, and you know, probably a lot of people don't even know that, but I've been doing it for weeks already. So I've had to push back the Storm King's Thunder's game. That's on Sunday. I've had to push it back from noon to 2. It just allows me to get a couple more hours of rest. And then Friday night, later that night at 9 p.m. Eastern, is the official Fantasy Grounds Adventures League game. And that's a hoot and holler. You know, we've got people from Wizards of the Coast in that game, all the guys from Fantasy Grounds, also Rachel Ventura, and we may be bringing in some more people as well. So, all right, and if you haven't followed the Fantasy Grounds channel, follow it, guys. So, and also I would like to thank my first sponsor. I would also like to thank Limitless Adventures. They have all 5e content. It's all created with the whole thing is to save the dungeon master time, and their slogan is more playing, less prep. You know, and I'm totally in agreement with that. You know, I buy a lot of 5e DM guild stuff. You know, I do like the variety. I buy a lot of 5e content. Tomb of Beast. You know, I love variety for 5e. I mean, I love 5e, guys. So, you know, anyways, thank you again, Limitless Adventures. Check them out at limitlessadventures.com. The link will be down below. They just had a Storm King's Thunder pack come out that had, and you know, the great thing about what I really like about these guys are actually gamers, and I could tell that these guys were gamers because they actually are taking the skill challenges from 4th edition and incorporating them into 5. And I really like that, and I was doing that quite a bit when 5e first came out. So I really like what they're doing. They create a lot of monsters, they create a lot of unique magic items, and they also have a new unique mechanic with jousting, and that's a PDF. And they also have some free sample PDFs also that you can download and check out for yourself. So check it out. Thank you again, Limitless Adventures. So I think that's about it for me this week, guys. I've been rambling on for almost 30 minutes. So check out the website. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, like I said, like the video, if you don't like the video, tell me why. I want to improve. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you more on a regular basis, hopefully every Monday now. Thank you guys again. Thank you to all of my patrons. Thank you to my Twitch subscribers. Thank you to everybody watching all of the YouTube videos. I totally appreciate it. And until next Monday, happy gaming and keep rolling those crits.